Very good morning to my dear students, and first of all I welcome you everyone to my YouTube channel and Talukdar Maths. In the last class I have discussed about the integral as a limit of a sum. We first discuss about the basic ideas about integral as a limit of sum and what is the geometrical interpretation of integration a to b fx dx. Okay, so today I am going to solve few questions related to that particular concept. Okay, the first question of today's class is integration what 0 to 4 x plus e to the power twice x dx. You have to find as a limit sum. What is the formula? You know the formula is integration a to b fx dx is equal to what? Limit h tends to 0. I just revise it. Summation r equal to 1 up to n f of a plus rh. This is the formula. Okay, so here this is called integral as a integration a to b fx dx as a integral as a limit of that particular sum. Summation form is there, that's why it is called integral as a limit sum. Okay, so the formula is limit h tends to 0 h into summation r equal to 1 up to n f of a plus rh. So this most important thing is that f of a plus rh. So here function is what? Fx is given, a is given, b is given. So start with here a equal to 0, b equal to what? 4. Therefore what is nh? Nh, the formula is b minus a, so it 4 minus 0 equal to what? 4. So finally nh is equal to what? 4. And what is your fx? Fx is what? X plus e to the power what? 2x. Hey, this is your fx. Now your turn is to find out f of a plus rh. Okay, therefore f of a plus rh equal to what is a equal to 0 means you are going to find what? Rh only, and which is equal to, how to find f of rh? Replacing x by rh you will get f of rh. So if you replace x by rh in the left hand side, definitely in the right hand side also replace. You have to write rh plus e to the power 2 into rh. Okay, 2 into what? Rh. Understood? Now use the definition. That particular definition I am going to use it and try to find out the solution. Okay, now which is equal to, now by definition you write integration. What is your integration? You have to find integration 0 to 4 fx dx. Okay, fx means what? This one. Okay, is equal to limit h tends to 0 h into summation r equal to 1 up to an f of rh. Rh means what? F of a plus rh. F of a plus rh means what? Ultimately a equal to 0, you are getting f of rh. Okay, this formula I have applied, which is equal to limit h tends to 0 h into summation r equal to 1 up to n. What is f of rh? F of rh is equal to what? Rh plus e to the power 2 rh. So rh plus e to the power 2 rh. Okay, now we are going to separate the summation. We have to separate the summation is equal to what? Limit h tends to 0 h into, if you separate the summation, first summation will be what? Summation r equal to 1 up to n rh. Another summation is what? Summation r equal to 1 up to n e to the power 2 rh. Okay, understood? Now also separate the limit. Separate the limit, you will get limit h tends to 0. Here one thing you see in this summation, h is constant with respect to what? R. Here r is the variable with respect to the summation. So therefore h can be come out. H को बाहर ले आए, h into h is equal to what? H square, and it will be summation r equal to 1 up to n r. Okay, रहेगा, and plus again limit h tends to 0, that is h into this h into summation r equal to 1 up to n e to the power 2 rh Okay, this to limit. Understood? Now very interesting is that this particular summation, what is the result of this particular summation? Summation r equal to 1 up to n r means 1 plus, if you put 1 then plus, then 2, then 3, then what will be the result? 1 plus 2 plus 3 dot n, and which result is equal to what? N into n plus 1 divided by what? 2. Replace this result. Okay, replace this result, then you will get limit h tends to 0, so h square is there, and it will be what? N into n plus 1 divided by what? 2, and this one can be expanded, summation can be expanded, and you will get, first you put r is equal to 1 here, you will get e to the power 2 into 1 into h means e to the power 2h. First term is e to the power 2h. Then you put r equal to 2, e to the power 2 into 2 into 2 means 4h, e to the power 4h, and then e to the power 6h, then e to the power 8h, and go on and so on. Then finally what happened? Final result e to the power 2nh. Okay, understood? And then first result in the first summation, first term, what you will get in the first term, you see there are 2h, h into h, and there are how many factor? There are what? 2 factor. So that 2h will be multiplied separately with the 2 factor, and it will becomes what? Limit h tends to 0. तो एक 1h क्या होगा? इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगी, अदर h will be multiplied with this nh plus h. Okay, finally if you take h common, h into h is equal to what? Your h square. So our main job is to find nh, and nh is replaced by some constant quantity. Okay, limit h tends to 0, h into. Now very interesting thing is that this particular expression, okay, e to the power 2h, e to the power plus e to the power 4h, what type of series it is? Is it a geometric series? Let us check. Okay, so what is how to check a series is a geometric series? It will be checked only when the ratio between two consecutive terms is always same. If you take the ratio between these two and then take ratio between next two, then take ratio between next two, if it is always same, then whatever you say, it is a geometric progression. So ratio between this and that, how to find ratio? E to the power 4h divided by e to the power 2h, and it will be e to the power 4h minus 2h equal to e to the power 2h. Okay, so this is your ratio r, it is denoted by r, and e to the power 2h is always greater than 1. Okay, always greater than 1. Understood? So this is your ratio. Similarly, if you take e to the power 6h by e to the power 4h, you will get same r. So ratio between two consecutive terms are same. And what is the first term? First term is what? E to the power 2h. This is your first term. This is your what? First term. And what is the sum? What is the summation? You know, summation of n terms of a geometric series is what? Denoted by what? Sn is equal to what? A into r to the power n minus 1 divided by what? R minus 1 when r greater than 1. If r is greater than 1, you are going to apply this particular summation. Okay, and in this result, what will be your summation? You see, Sn क्या होगा? Sum of how many terms? N terms है. Sum of how many terms? There are how many terms up to n? That is, how many terms are there? N terms are there, and this n terms will be written as by formula. A के जगह में क्या आएगी? What will be A? The a is replaced by what? E to the power 2h. And then r is replaced by what? E to the power 2h. तो r के जगह में e to the power 2h होगा, तो e to the power 2h into whole to the power n क्या होगा? E to the power 2nh. E to the power 2nh minus 1 divided by what? R minus 1. R minus 1 means what? E to the power 2h minus 1. Okay, this is your r, right? So finally I am replacing what? A by e to the power 2h, r by e to the power 2h whole to the power n means e to the power 2nh minus 1 divided by what? R minus 1 means e to the power 2h minus 1. That formula I have applied. Okay. Now replace the value of nh. What is the nh? nh is equal to what? 4 minus 0. You got 4, right? Limit h tends to 0. nh is equal to what? 4. Then it is 4 plus h divided by 2. And that one is what? Limit h tends to 0. What we will do? We will do what? h by e to the power 2h minus 1. We will write one limit. Another one is what? E to the power what? Into 2h. Hey? Or what is the value of nh? nh is equal to what? 4. Then it will be e to the power 2 into 4, which is to the power 8 minus 1. Understood? E to the power 8 minus 1. Now inside the limit, what is the constant quantity? The constant quantity is e to the power 8 minus 1, so it will come out. It will come out from the limit. And if you put limit in this particular expression, h0 put करें तो क्या होगा? 4 into 4 divided by what? 2. क्या होगा? 8 होगा. प्लस इसमें क्या होगा? e to the power 8 minus 1 बाहर आएगी. e to the power 8 minus 1 बाहर आ गया. And it can be written as limit h tends to 0. There are two functions. One function is this, another function is this. You know that limit fx into gx can be written limit fx into limit gx. Limit can be separated if there are two functions in product. अगर product में है तो separate कर सकते हो. h by e to the power 2h minus 1 to 2h minus 1 into limit h tends to 0 e to the power 2h. These two limit can be separated. I have discussed in the last class one particular result, limit h tends to x tends to 0 x by e to the power x minus 1. इसका result क्या था? 1 था. I have discussed it. So if e raised to the power x, e की पावर जो अगर x होगा तो उसके साथ ये भी x होना चाहिए. जो भी हो, ये x है तो ये x, e twice x then it is twice, it is h then it is h. Understood? So here you see e raised to the power is what? 2h. तो उसमें भी 2h होना पड़ेगा. तो 2 multiply कर दिया extra. If it multiply 2, then definitely you have to multiply it half outside. Okay, this half and this 2 will be cancelled. Clear? Then what happened? So it can be 8 plus half into e to the power 8 minus 1, and this limiting value is what? 1, and this limiting value is what? 1. So you can write 1 into 1, and finally your result is 8 plus half into e to the power 8 minus 1 to the power 8 minus 1. And finally if you take LCM, this is 8 LCM होगा, I'm sorry 2 LCM होगा, 2 will be LCM, that is 16 plus e to the power 8 minus 1, and final result will be e to the power 8 plus 15 by 2. This is the final answer. Okay, so in this particular problem, difficulty level is geometric series. You have to identify that particular exponential, that is the sum of the exponential term, as a geometric series, and you have to find out what you have to find. You have to find out that is called there is a common ratio as well as first term, and use the sum of n terms of this particular result. Okay, and then you can finally calculate the answers by taking LCM and this. Okay, so this is not a difficult task for you. Only the geometric series part is little bit difficult, and you have to do it. Okay, so next question proceed. I have to go with next question. The next question of today's class is, you have to evaluate 1 to 2 x square minus 3x plus 2 dx. This is the integral you are going to do. Okay, so here I am hurry to complete. Here a equal to 1, b equal to what? 2, such that what is your nh? nh is equal to what? b minus a. b minus a क्या होगा? 2 minus 1 is equal to what? 1. What is your fx? fx is equal to what? X square minus 3x plus 2. Then what will be f of a plus rh? Always you have to find f of a plus rh. F of a plus rh is equal to what? F of 1 plus rh. Okay, because a equal to what? 1. And how to find f of 1 plus rh? Just you have to replace x by 1 plus rh. Then you will get f of 1 plus rh. x के जगह में what क्या करेंगे? 1 plus rh रिप्लेस कर देंगे. रिप्लेस करो. रिप्लेस करने के बाद क्या होगा? इधर अगर रिप्लेस करेंगे तो यहाँ में भी आप रिप्लेस करना पड़ेगा राइट हैंड साइड में. यू विल गेट 1 प्लस rh होल स्क्वायर माइनस 3 इंटू 1 प्लस rh प्लस 2. ठीक है, तो उसको थोड़ा सा कैलकुलेशन करें. विच इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? f of 1 plus rh क्या होगा? f of 1 plus rh will be expand it a plus b whole square 1 plus r square h square plus 2 rh minus 3 rh expand क्या है? plus 2. Finally what is the result? r square h square 2 rh minus 3 rh क्या होगा? minus rh minus 3 plus 2 plus 1 means what? 0. Understood? Now use the definition. What is the definition? Integration had to be fx dx is equal to what? Fx dx is equal to what? Limit h tends to 0, summation r is equal to 1 up to n h f of a plus rh, right? So therefore by definition integration 1 to 2 fx dx equal to what? Limit h tends to 0 h into summation r equal to 1 up to n f of 1 plus rh. Okay, now replacing the value of f of 1 plus rh. Limit h tends to 0 h into summation r equal to 1 up to n. What is f of 1 plus r square? H square minus rh. Okay, next another स्टेप. लिमिट h टेंस टू 0 h इंटू, तो समीशन अगर सेपरेट करें क्या होगा? समीशन r इक्वल टू 1 अप टू n r स्क्वायर h स्क्वायर माइनस समीशन r इक्वल टू 1 अप टू n rh. I just separate the summation here, nothing else. Replacing this and then separate the summation. Okay. Then the next step is limit h tends to 0. You see, if you separate the limit also, you will be, and in this case what happened with respect to what? r, h square is a constant quantity and h square will come out and it will be multiplied with this h and becomes what? h cube. and summation के अंदर क्या होगा? r is equal to 1 up to n only क्या रहेगा? r square minus limit h tends to 0. दिस वन में क्या होगा? उसके साथ तो वो मल्टीप्लाई होगा h इंटू ये h क्या होगा? बार आएगी, ये h क्या हो जाएगी? बार आएगी. h इंटू h इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? h स्क्वायर होगा. n समीशन के अंदर क्या होगा? r इक्वल टू 1 अप टू n क्या रहेगी? r रहेगी. अंडरस्टूड? r रहेगा. ठीक है, उसमें क्या हो रहा है? h स्क्वायर बाहर आ रहा है, h इंटू h स्क्वायर h क्यूब हो रहा है. और नेक्स्ट समीशन में क्या हो रहा है? h इंटू h क्या हो रहा है? h स्क्वायर और हो रहा है. एंड समीशन r इज इक्वल टू 1 अप टू 1 क्या हो रहा है? r हो रहा है. ठीक है. नाउ दिस इज लिमिट h टेंस टू 0 h क्यूब एंड दिस रिजल्ट इज व्हाट? इट इज नथिंग बट व्हाट? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square dot 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 n square, and this sum is what? n into n plus 1 into twice n plus 1 divided by 6. एंड इसमें भी क्या हो रहा है? लिमिट h टेंस टू 0 ये तो है इंटू h स्क्वायर एंड दिस समीशन इज ऑलरेडी वी नो n इंटू n प्लस 1 डिवाइडेड बाई व्हाट? 2. ठीक है. So now there are three factors in the first expression, n into n plus 1 into twice n plus 1, and there are 3 h multiplied together, h into h into h. So every h must be multiplied with one factor. लिमिट h टेंस टू 0 क्या करेंगे? NH. One H is multiplied with this. Another is what? NH plus H. Then this one is 2NH plus H by 6 and minus limit H tends to 0. Here there are two factor 2H. So you can say NH, that is NH plus H divided by 2. Okay. So finally we are getting this type of expression. Now our job is to replace NH. Many a time we have seen that students are what happen, NH का result भी put करते हैं और साथ साथ limit भी put कर लेते हैं. No, first you have to put the value of NH and the next step you have to put the limit. Okay. Limit H tends to 0. NH is what? What is our NH? 2 minus 1. 1 होगा ना? 1 तो 1 है. Multiply करने का 1 plus H. And this is 2 plus H. 2 into 1 2 होगा. Divided by 6 minus limit H tends to 0. This is what? 1 plus H divided by 2. Putting the NH is equal to what? 1. Putting what? NH is equal to what? 1. Now finally our job is to put the limit and get the answer. Now putting the limiting value, what you will get? It will get 2 by 6 and it will be what? Half. Take LCM. 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1 by 6 is the final answer. Minus 1 by 6 is the final answer. So in this way you have to solve this type of question. Okay, and I am going to give 2-3 homework to you. Please everybody do it that I am mentioning here. The first question for you for homework is, the question is integration 0 to what? 0 to 1 e to the power 3x minus 1 dx. This is one question. And next question is integration 0 to 2 e to the power x dx. These two questions you are going to solve. Okay, and I hope you will easily can solve the particular question. Understood? इसमें क्या करेंगे, जब f of, तो हमें थोड़ा सा hints लेंगे इस question को. f of x is what? e to the power 3x minus 1. Understood? Which can be written as what? e to the power 3x by e. Can I write this? e to the power 3x by 3. And whenever you are going to find f of a plus rh, what is your a? A is what? 0. It becomes what? F of rh. Okay, f of rh, and which can be written as what? That is e to the power 3 rh. X is replaced by what? Rh divided by what? 3. Okay, so it will be very easy for you. And then you are going to use your definition. And 1 by e क्या होगा? कांस्टेंट है, तो 1 by e बाहर ले आएंगे, तो e to the power 3a rh क्या होगा? ज्योमेट्रिक प्रोग्रेशन होगा, उसको सॉल्व करेंगे, आसानी से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी. ठीक है. सो होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. एंड सो I with these questions have 2 questions I have solved, and 2 more questions I have given you as a homework, and more number of questions I will give you, and you will solve this and end up the particular chapter. Okay, so in the next class I'll start with fundamental theorem of integral calculus and then properties of definite integral. So thank you very much and thank you. एंड अगर आप लोगों को मेरे वीडियो अच्छा लग रहा है तो इसको लाइक कीजिए, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, और दोज हु हैव नॉट येट सब्सक्राइब, प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल, एंड ऑल्सो देयर इज़ बेल आइकन जो होती है उसको भी दबा दीजिए. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू. ऑल द बेस्ट.